Kevin Durant is the ultimate team player. His view of what it means to be a team player is to be one of the guys. Of course, he has exceptional size and ability. He is among the greatest ever two-way players in the history of basketball. There's not a team in the history of the NBA that Kevin Durant wouldn't improve. You put him on any team ever, the original dream team, I don't care what it is, the team just got better. Because as you always mention, his size, his wingspan, his overall game, what doesn't Kevin Durant do? But his idea of what it is to be a team player, I think in his own mind, is he doesn't need to be the man. Now, sometimes being a team player, if you have the ability KD has, means being a little more, the way he would perceive it, selfish. Being the man, asserting your dominance even on a team as talented as the Warriors, even on a team that shares the ball the way the Warriors do, that sets off ball screens, their best player does it the way Steph does. You know, even on that team, KD, we need you to be in your own mind a little less of a team player, because the reality is what Draymond Green is really telling him is the reality is you want to be a real team player, this is what we need from you. Now, once KD hears that from the team leader, because the emotional team leader here is Draymond Green. He's the real alpha of the team. Most important player is Steph. Best player is KD. But the leader is actually Draymond Green. Once the leader of the team tells you, this is what it means to be a team player now, you got to do your thing. KD's got no problem with that. He goes out and does it. He just doesn't have the mentality that that's what it is to be a team player every single night. So we see the same thing. He has a more reticent personality than the greatest players we've ever seen normally do. He's not, you know, Jordan or Kobe or Bird or someone like that, even though he's the same kind of scorer that those guys are, as good as it's ever gotten, right? But he doesn't have that kind of mentality. He needs to be told, this is what it is to be a team player in this case. Be the man. He was told that. He did it.
Well, see, here's allow me to give you a slight education, Max Kellerman, because, you know, when we talk about the game of basketball, you got the X's and O's, we got that. We watch the games, we got that. But there's a psychology, which is why I don't understand, knowing your background, the intellectual that you are, I don't understand why you don't pay more attention to it. I'm not accusing you of not knowing it, but you dismiss its importance, and that really blows me away. Allow me to explain. When you sit up there and you look at a talent and you call Kevin Durant the ultimate team player, it's almost like, and I'm not accusing you of saying this literally, but it's almost like, you know what, everyone has a job to do, and you know what, we're all so equally important, and everybody just come together and band together as one. But Kevin Durant is worth damn near $500 million. Kevin Durant is pocketing is going to pocket over $100 and some odd million. I mean, he's due for a $200+ million contract. Okay, he's getting about $30 million a year. Just like we just talked about DeMar DeRozan. Kyle Lowry's getting $100 million. DeMar DeRozan's getting $130 million. What's the rest of them getting? Do you know that Serge Ibaka's at 65? How much Anunoby is he? How much is he getting? How much is Pirtle or Siakam getting? When we look at the Boston Celtics, the Jaylen Brown is getting. What are they getting compared to Kyrie Irving? What is Terry Rozier getting paid to Kyrie Irving? My point in saying all of that is to say this. I don't want to hear that about how, you know what, great team player. I understand that. And please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's false in terms of the Larry Browns, the great Popoviches of the world, and everybody else. They talk about the importance of team. We all know that you got to play together as a team. But when you're getting those kind of chips in your bank account, there's a reason for it. And the reason for it is because not only your skill set demands it, but also because the moment demands it. The great George Karl, former great head coach, you also used to work with us here at ESPN, talked about how everybody wants star caliber franchise money. They don't want star caliber franchise responsibility when the moment calls for it. Those moments are what separate the men from the boys. Those moments are the reason. Hold on. Those moments are the reasons we will look at Kobe Bryant for years to come. We will look at MJ forever, and we will praise what they were. It wasn't just because of their skill set. It was because of a willingness to put the ball in their hands and the weight on their shoulders when the pressurized moments called for it.